I don't have to be right. Oh, it's Mark, I'm sorry. So, you know.
It's in my calendar. I text you. Hi, Missy, Beth. How you doing? Wonderful.
We will now call the meeting to order. We'll have the town clerk take the roll.
Here.
Here. Present.
Here.
Here.
Cooper.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Lester.
Here.
Murphy.
Right.
Grant. Here. Woods.
Here.
Vincent.
Here.
Crespo. Aldo.
Here.
Cole. Edwards.
Here.
Adler. Peter.
Present.
Morrison. Meyer.
Here.
Hamilton.
Present.
Marshall.
Here.
Mark.
Present.
Rolo.
Here.
Hogan.
Here.
Wingate.
Present.
A quorum has been established. We'll now have divine guidance. Order from Ward 26.
Good evening. How you doing? As I reflect on what I wanted to share tonight, I chose to raise up a voice of hope and vision. In these times of much fear and despair, I want to raise up a voice from a different time, from 2009, to ground us tonight in 2025. A poem by a New Havener, and she was a New Havener for a while, Elizabeth Alexander. A poem she wrote for a very different time, for the inauguration of President Barack Obama. I ask that if these words resonate with you the way they do in my heart, that you take them with you tonight. Praise Song for the Day by Elizabeth Alexander. Each day we go about our business, walking past each other, catching each other's eyes, or not, about to speak or speaking. All about us is noise. All about us is noise and bramble, thorn and din, each one of our ancestors on our tongues. Someone is stitching up a hem, darning a hole in a uniform, patching a tire, repairing the things in need of repair. Someone's trying to make music somewhere, with a pair of wooden spoons on an oil drum, with cello, boombox, harmonica, voice. A woman and her son wait for the bus. A farmer considers the changing sky. A teacher says, take out your pencils again. We encounter each other in words, words spiny or smooth, whispered or declaimed, words to consider, reconsider. We cross dirt roads and highways that mark the will of someone and then others who said, I need to see what's on the other side. I know there's something better down the road. We need to find a place where we are safe. We walk into that which we cannot yet see. Say it plain that many have died for this day. Sing the names of the dead who brought us here, who laid the train tracks, raised the bridges. Picked the cotton and the lettuce, built brick by brick the glittering edifices they would then keep clean and work inside of. Praise song for struggle, praise song for the dead, praise song for every hand-lettered sign that figuring it out at kitchen tables. Some live by love thy neighbor as thyself. Others by first do no harm or take no more than you need. What if the mightiest word is love? Love beyond marital, filial, national love that casts a widening pool of light. Love with no need to preempt grievance. In today's sharp sparkle, this, and I added fall, than winter air, anything can be made, any sentence begun, on the brink, on the brim, on the cusp. Praise song for walking forward in that life. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Mrs. Jordan.
Thank you, Madam President, and good evening. Move approval of the journal of the September 2nd, 2025 Board of Alders meeting.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded. Are there any corrections to the journal? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, item passes. Mr. Jordan.
Thank you, Madam President. On unanimous consent, I ask to receive items 1 through 3. 1 from Fabian Calderon, submitting an order of the Board of Alders concerning assistance with tax account numbers 57263 and 57793. 2 from Christopher Hayes, submitting an order of the Board of Alders concerning assistance with tax account number 86481. And 3 from Sean J. Reeves, submitting an order of the Board of Alders concerning assistance with tax account numbers 93743, 91486, 91459, and 92437.
I would like to note for the record that order from Ward 7 has joined us. Is there anyone going to deny unanimous consent? Seeing none, Mr. Jordan.
I move these items.
Second.
The items have been moved and seconded. Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions, item passes. Mr. Jordan.
Thank you, Madam President. Under Communications, I move items 4 and 5. Excuse me. Under first readings, I move items 6 and 7. Under second readings, I move items A through D and F through Q. A, all Madam Affairs favorable. A, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Jesse Campbell to the Commission on Equal Opportunities. B, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of LaShonda Cruz to the Commission on Equal Opportunities. C, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Logan Johnson to the Commission on Equal Opportunities. D, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Rashawn White to the Commission on Equal Opportunities. F, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Rebecca Weiner to the Development Commission. G, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Eric Mastriani, Jr. or Senior to the Homeless Advisory Commission. H, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Brittany Cates to the Humane Commission. I, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Lini Rania Das to the Youth Commission as a youth representative. J, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Angelina Wilson to the Youth Commission. K, order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Gaston Nadell to the Board of Zoning Appeals. L, Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Danny Mercer to the Food Policy Council, and Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Sandra Diaz to the Youth Commission, and Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Christopher Irby to the Greater New Haven Transit District Board of Directors. O, Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Marcus T. Harvin to the Homeless Advisory Commission. P, Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Dana Harrison to the Liberal City Initiative Board. Q, Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Abby Kimbrough to the Liberal City Initiative Board.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening. On Monday, August 25th, 2025, the Automatic Affairs Committee met, and we would like to favorably recommend the appointees. The appointees that were required to attend spoke in front of the committee enthusiastically about serving, and I urge colleagues to approve the appointment. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item passes. Ms. Rodriguez.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing under item 8, Automatic Affairs, I move to give item E leave to withdraw. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Tashwan Walker to the Development Commission.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. Given the item leave to withdraw, I call on order from Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. I make a motion to amend the order to give this item leave to withdraw.
Second. Any further discussion on the leave to withdraw only? See? I call on order from Ward 27.
Thank you, Madam President. This individual has removed the name and no longer wishes to be considered for this position. Thank you.
Any further discussion on leave to withdraw only? Seeing none, all in favor of giving this item leave to withdraw say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? This item is withdrawn. Ms. Rodriguez.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 9, Automatic Affairs, leave to withdraw. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders granting leave to withdraw the communication to approve the appointment of Louise Victoria to the Livable City Initiative Board.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion on the leave to withdraw only. I call on order from Ward 28.
Thank you, Madam President. On Monday, August 25th, 2025, the Automatic Affairs Committee met, and we recommend giving this item leave to withdraw. There's not enough time for the appointee to attend the committee meeting. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of giving this item leave to withdraw say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The item is withdrawn. Ms. Rodriguez.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item number 10, Community Development Favorable, resolution of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the Vision 2034 Comprehensive Plan, the City Plan Commission's plan of conservation and development.
Second.
The item has been moved in second discussion. I call on order from Ward 6.
Thank you, Madam President. On Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, the Community Development Committee met and we voted to favorably recommend the approval of the Vision 2034 Comprehensive Plan, the City Plan Commission's plan of conservation and development. We heard from the City Economics Development Office, who shared the plan is an update to the Vision 2025 Comprehensive Plan of development adopted by the City Plan Commission in 2015. This plan provides a vision for the growth and development in the city over the next decade and is required for the city to remain eligible for state grant funding. In addition, the matters on City Plan Commission and Board of Zoning Appeals actions are reviewed and approved based on their consistency with the city's comprehensive plan. Vision 2034, New Haven's comprehensive plan, is both a vision of the future and a guide on how to reach that vision. It will be a decision-making and policy guide for matters relating to land use, housing, transportation, sustainability, economic development, neighborhood planning, public investments, and capital improvement programs. Equity and resilience are the guiding principles of the plan. We support the approval of this Vision 2034 comprehensive plan and ask for the full board support as well. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? I call on order from Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. I stand in support of this item, and I commend the city staff, the community engagement team, and the residents for all their input in this process. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 11, finance favorable A, order of the Board of Alders of the City of New Haven, authorizing the mayor and our controller to enter into a multi-year, 3-year agreement with Contour Technologies Incorporated to provide the City of New Haven an updated and unified invoice processing, travel expense, and ACH payment system for all citywide vendors and companies doing business with the city.
Second.
Order of the New Haven Board of Alders authorizing the Board of Education's execution of the agreement with the Separate Intermediate Holdings LLC to provide Power School student information system software and subscription license to perform teacher evaluations, enrollment, registrations, e-collect forms, SIS hosting, cloud maintenance, and support from July 1, 2025 to June 30, 2030, in an amount not to exceed $1,720,537.81.
Second.
The item has been moved and seconded. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. Item A, the administration requests approval for a multi-year contract with Contour Technologies Incorporated to implement a unified invoicing system that will replace multiple programs currently in use by different departments. This new system will introduce additional capabilities and produce savings over the term of this agreement. The Finance Committee heard this request on August 11th and voted to recommend approval. I ask colleagues to vote yes on the motion. Item B, the Board of Education requests approval for a multi-year agreement with Stafford Intermediate Holdings LLC to upgrade the student information system software. Committee members reminded representatives from the Board of Education that such requests should be submitted before the term of the agreement begins. The Finance Committee heard this request on August 11th and voted to recommend approval. I urge colleagues to vote in support of this motion. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing under finance favorable, we're passing over item C, bringing us to 11D, ordinance amendment to appropriating ordinance number 3 for fiscal year 2025 through 2026, seeking approval to assign $8 million of additional municipal grants in aid to eligible capital projects and reallocate $8 billion in authorized general obligation bond authorized projects.
Second. The item has been moved and seconded. Discussion. I call on order from Ward 25.
Thank you, Madam President. This ordinance amendment transfers $8 million in additional municipal grants and aid to fund projects previously included in the city's capital fund budget. That transfer frees up $8 million in the capital fund budget. And this amendment reallocates those monies to various capital projects for the Board of Education. The Finance Committee heard this request at the August 11th meeting and voted to recommend approval. I ask colleagues to vote in support of this motion. Thank you, Madam President.
I would like to note for the record that order from Ward 20 has joined us. Is there any further discussion? I call on order from Ward 27.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise in support of this ordinance amendment. We know that our schools are in severe disarray and need repair And we need these extra fundings to bring our schools up to par. I encourage colleagues to support this ordinance amendment. Thank you, Madam President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, this is the ordinance amendment, the city council clerk, please roll call.
Douglas? Yes. Hubbard?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Singh?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Saban?
Yes.
Tupel?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Testa?
Yes.
Burkey?
Yes.
Morant? Santana? Miller?
Yes.
Dempsey?
Yes.
Fresco? Hamza?
Yes.
Kohler? Edwards?
Yes.
Nyblad?
Yes.
Junior?
Yes.
Morrison? Myers?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Marshall?
Yes.
Marks?
Yes.
Sherlock?
Yes.
Douglas?
Yes.
Engel?
Yes.
Is there anyone from our board wishing to vote? Is there anyone from our board wishing to change their vote? Seeing none, motion passes.
Thank you, Madam President. Continuing with finance favorable, I move items 11E and F. Order to read and file the updated budgetary and financial reports for the month of May 2025 in compliance with Article 8, Section 5 of the Charter. And F, order to read and file the updated budgetary and financial reports for the month of June 2025 in compliance with Article 8, Section 5 of the Charter.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion on read and file. No discussion on read and file. All in favor of giving this item read and file, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? The item is read and filed.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 11, legislation favorable order of the New Haven Board of Alders creating a working group regarding establishing pedestrian safety zones in the city of New Haven.
Second.
The item has been moved in second. Discussion. I call on for the 14th.
Thank you, Madam President. On Tuesday, August 5th, 2025, the Legislation Committee met and voted to favorably recommend this item. Alders Saban and Alders Smith came before our committee to request the creation of a working group related to the implementation of pedestrian safety zones in the city of New Haven. In 2024, the Connecticut General Assembly passed a statute that provides the ability for any Connecticut town, city, or borough to authorize its transit authority the ability to establish pedestrian safety zones. The ability to establish pedestrian safety zones in New Haven would contribute to enhancing safety in areas with significant pedestrian activity and aligns with the city's commitment to traffic safety and improve urban mobility. I encourage colleagues to vote in favor. Thank you, Madam President.
Further discussion, I call on order from Ward 9.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm excited to stand in strong support of this item. One of the top issues that I hear daily from neighbors is about traffic safety. How do we make our streets safer for kids, for families, and our neighbors? In this working group, as Chair Kupo mentioned, we'll develop a plan for pedestrian safety zones. Zones that would empower the city to lower speed limits to 20 miles per hour in high pedestrian areas, pair those lower speeds with safety investments like bump outs and other infrastructure, and give the city yet another tool to make our streets safer for everybody. I just want to give a special thank you to former Ward 9 Alder and State Representative Roland Lamar for his leadership in the Vision Zero legislation that Chair Kupo mentioned, and sincere thank you to Majority Leader Furlow for his years of advocacy on this issue. And also, of course, thank you to Alder Statement for his partnership. Thank you, Madam President.
I will now call on order from Ward 7.
Thank you, Madam President. I also stand in support of this order to create a working group. I particularly want to thank Majority Leader Furlow, who initiated this effort to start the conversation about where in the city we can create pedestrian safety zones and what that legislation enabling process should look like. As we all know, from time to time, the state legislature makes changes to laws that give us new powers and new abilities to do various things to keep our residents safe and improve our city government. This is one of those opportunities. As Alder Smith mentioned, our state delegation led the effort, in particular State Rep. Roland Lamar, to create this possibility for communities to establish pedestrian safety zones. The main change that could happen in those pedestrian safety zones is lowering the speed limit to 20 miles an hour. And there's a lot of work that needs to be done to figure out what the process could be for the city to create these zones, where they might go. And so the working group that this order would create will engage in that work with potential members of this body, at the discretion, I think, of the president, of course, and potentially community members and members of city staff. So I support this effort to create a working group, and again, thank our colleague Drew Furlow for his leadership on this issue. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes to the.
Thank you, Madam President. I move item 13, tax abatement favorable, A through F. A, order the Region Board of Alders approving the request from the tax collector to transfer the list of uncollected tax accounts to the suspense tax book. B, order abating the current collection of real property taxes due from Johnny Jackson on his residence grand list of 2021 through 2024. C, order concerning real property taxes of Catherine Calendar on motor vehicle tax accounts 57887, 57356, 57368, and 57727. D, order of the Region Board of Alders approving an application from Mary Fund Incorporated for an affordable housing project at Winchester Law Apartments located at 275 Winchester Avenue, New Haven, Connecticut 06511. E, order of the Region Board of Alders approving the request from Elevate Charter Schools for property tax exemption for Booker T. Washington Academy and St. Stanislaus Church. F, order concerning real property taxes of Kahija A. Muhammad with tax account numbers 869 2988410850003 84905 and 86573.
Second.
Items have been moved to second discussion. I call on order from Ward 6.
Thank you, Madam President. On August 26th, the Tax Abatement Committee heard these items, and they all meet the requirements. We ask that they all be approved.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So noted. Any abstentions? Seeing none, item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. Under miscellaneous, I move item 14 through 17, motion to amend a matter previously adopted. 14, from the chair of the Tax Abatement Committee, submitting a motion to amend LM-2025-0070, previously adopted on February 18, 2025, titled Order Concerning Real Property Taxes of Angela Floyd on motor vehicle tax accounts 96850, to extend the deadline for paying taxes to September 30, 2025. 15, from the chair of the Tax Abatement Committee, submitting a motion to amend LM-2025-0125, previously adopted on March 3rd, 2025, entitled Order Concerning Real Property Taxes of Lois E. Hammond on motor vehicle tax accounts 71856 and 71790, to extend the deadline for paying taxes to December 15, 2025. 16, from the chair of Tax Abatement Committee, submitting a motion to amend LM-2024-0579, previously adopted on October 7, 2024, titled Order Concerning Real Property Taxes of Laurel Reynolds on motor vehicle tax accounts 883522, 901312, 833247, 901312, to extend the deadline for paying the taxes to September 30, 2025. And 17, from the chair of the Tax Abatement Committee, submitting a motion to amend LM-2025-0262, previously adopted on May 5, 2025, titled Order Concerning Real Property Taxes of Latoya McKenson on motor vehicle tax account 830442, to extend the deadline for paying the taxes to September 30, 2025.
Second.
The item has been moved in second, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to suspend section 24-1-A of the rules of the Board of Alders to conduct further business.
Second.
The item has been moved in second, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. On your name, consent, I ask you to see items 18 and 19. 18 from Councilman Carter, submitting an order of the Board of Alders concerning assistance with tax account numbers 83571 and 83570. 19 from Mario Borelli, submitting an order of the Board of Alders concerning assistance with tax account number 105535.
Is there anyone going to deny the consent? Seeing none, Mr. Jordan.
I move these items.
Second.
The items have been moved in second, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item passes.
Thank you, Madam President. On communications, I note items 20 and 21. I move to close suspension of section 24-1-A of the rules of the Board of Alders to conduct further business.
Second.
The item has been moved in second, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? And before a motion to adjourn is appropriate, I will now take points of personal privilege. I call on order from Ward 60.
Thank you, Madam President. I asked my colleagues to rise for a moment of silence. This past week, we buried another one of my former students, Daquan Hyman, who was murdered on Bakerman Street. This is the second child that his mother has lost. So I asked my colleagues to keep her and the family in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you.
I will now call on order from Ward 19.
Thank you, Madam President. Hello, colleagues. We are having a gala. I want you all to make sure you get beautiful, dressed up, and look good for our gala. We are selling tickets for our gala. It is being held on October 30th. It's our 14th Fall Recognition Gala, and we are going to be honoring some great people that do great work for our communities. We do this to raise funds, as you know, for our Black and Hispanic Caucus, and it enables us to commit funding and sponsorships for different activities and organizations within our city, without a lot of red tape or anything like that. It's our way of giving back. We also fund scholarships, we give to our community centers for our seniors, and much, much more. But tickets go on sale, and it's being held once again October 30th at Anthony's Ocean View. So make sure you get your tickets. We are also looking for sponsors. If you want to sell an ad or two, or even put a business card in there, or a happy birthday wish for a constituent, buy a page. Buy it to support your family. Just say, I love you, family, and you buy an ad, and it supports our great cause. But I'm going to mention a couple of our honorees this year. We're honoring Judge Clifton Graves. We're honoring New Haven Police Athletic League, Dr. Shaka Felder. We're honoring Kika Matos. And we have a few more people we're honoring as well. Our Black Wall Street Festival organizers, we're going to be honoring them. We're also honoring our coaches from Hill House, Coach Gary Moore and Coach Michelle Moore, as well as our City Angels Baseball. So these organizations and people are people within our community that give back. So let's do this. Let's party. Let's raise some funds. Let's look nice. Do I have a commitment from all of you in here? Sure. Thank you. And before I sit down, Madam President, would you like me to do our next announcement, or would you like to do it? Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next topic. Don't forget to get those tickets for October 30th. On October 31st, we're having another ball. We want to win this contest. You know how our yard, our youth and recreation department, you have a flyer on your desk over here, and it is about our Halloween, their Halloween event. We got an honorable mention for our card and table last year. And I thank all of you for contributing towards this. So what we're doing today, to all of you, We have a plea. We need action. Donate candy, please. If you don't want to go shopping, you can drop the funds off or cash app us. You can do it with Madam President. You can leave it with Mr. Lucas or the office staff with a note saying what it's for. You can email us, you can cash app, you can Zelle. We would like to win this year. We had some of the best candy last year. We did not run out of candy. We held it down. I'm very competitive. So if you want to come out and man the table with us, this is what we're doing again this year. Especially, if you're on the youth committee, you gotta really be down. Don't disappoint me. But all of us, this is a team effort to get out here, get our card done. If you wanna add a card to what we're doing, do it. We will come up with a thing. We will go shopping for you. But please donate bags of candy to our cause so that we can join this great event and give back to our community as well. And we will keep all the children and teenagers and adults that come by our table happy. So please, you will get an email reminder about both of the events I announced. So please be as passionate as I am about these causes and do what you need to do. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Madam President. I ask that my colleagues stand for a moment of silence for our colleague from Ward 3 in the passing of her. Thank you, Madam President.
Before we sit down, I would like us to stand for a moment of silence for our colleague, Christopher from Ward 13. Thank you. And before I call on Alders from Ward 24, I'm going to ask you guys to stand just one last time for a moment of silence for someone from James Charles High School, Mr. Love, who was really important to that school and that community. And he passed away, so we would like a moment of silence for Ms. Love. Thank you. And I will now call on Alders from Ward 24.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise to invite colleagues and the community to the local 3435 rally on September 25th at 5 p.m., starting on the New Haven Green. Come out, support our unions, locals 34, 35, and United in this very serious statement. Thank you, Madam President.
I will now call on order from Ward 21.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to call for a moment of silence for the passing of Ms. Ann Boyd. Thank you.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? I call on order from Ward 3.
Thank you, Madam President. My colleagues, today makes 36 days that I have been without my mom. I am trying to understand my new reality, but I still want to thank you all for the phone calls, the prayers, being there. Madam President, getting on my nerves. But I appreciate it all. I just ask that the phone calls, please do not stop. I'm only a little over a month without this, and it's not going on notice, especially also with the time purpose. So I really appreciate everything. Thank you, Madam President.
Are there any more points of personal privilege? Seeing none. A motion to adjourn is appropriate.
So moved. Second.
All in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Can I please see order from Ward 9, agriculture?
Parks doesn't have we're working without a contract. Parks Department is working without a contract and hoping that the bills they gave by new contract, what equal pay to the public. That's why I came down here.